party arrived at the Pruitt farm in the afternoon hours turning into the dusk, conversing with them about some of the details of the dwindling cow herd, victims to some strange wasp insect something or another. The party seems to be starting to kind of put it together, and maybe the drunk goat farmer wasn't just full of shit. Things are lining up, but also the news of the marauding gnoll packs, and the Pruitt's Lucas kind of informed you that he was concerned. He left his cows out there. They kept dying. He brought them closer in. Now he's afraid that if the gnolls start pecking around his place, they're going to go ahead and hit likely end up hitting the farm, as well as then it's just as easy as grabbing a cow at this point. But sir, go ahead. Yeah, it'd be about 100 foot off map. 100 foot off the north side of the map. There's a picket fence, kind of a gentle rise up, and a hedgerow on the far side of that pasture. The pasture itself is probably about 70 foot north to south, 110 foot east to west. Pretty large patch. His herd is down to about 18 cows. Not a whole heck of a lot of beef going on. I guess I'm not sure if you guys remember, there was rumblings in the bar how Lord Blackfriar and up in the area around Twofold had kind of co-opted a lot of the herd, a lot of the livestock herding. The Pruitts and just a couple of others, farmers and ranchers, were just the last of their small herds, and he's quickly losing his poor cows. But yeah, 18 cows off to the north, probably 100. I guess from here the map is what, 100, about 250 feet away from where you guys are. 40 gold, depending on the weight, anywhere between 25 and 40.
Well, I was going to wonder. Well, do we want to address the WOUSs, or do we want to address the gnolls?
I definitely think both is where we're leaning. I want to have to agree with Tobrin on this. Both are terrorizing these people, so best get rid of all of the things that are making their life miserable.
The only issue I can see here, and correct me if I'm wrong, we go up to the north pasture, they come into the pasture right by the house. People are in danger instead of just a bait cow.
Well, we would take the bait cow farther away to the high pasture, away from where the other cows are.
I understand that. That's the north pasture.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, if the gnolls come in after the rest of the cows, the people are right there.
Understood. So you're saying, like, while we're out there, like if the gnolls come in for the rest of the cows.
Do we want to address see if we can catch ourselves a woos now, or
a what?
Woos.
A wasp of unusual size.
Oh. Oh.
Do we want to try to catch a woos before sundown, and then after sundown come down here and wait for the gnolls?
I kind of want to at least check out. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right, but they told us that the knolls all seem to be centered around the Blue Lake.
Mm-hmm. Well,
5 miles south?
Well, first, before we get too far along that line, oops, pushed the wrong button. Damn it.
it was the Ford Lake.
Yes, it was
Or
Ford Lake.
Pond.
And let me get that map back up in case we needed it for reference here. It should be in the background.
Blue Lake.
It is a blue lake on the map, yes. Resharing it. But yeah, that lake is probably about 15 miles, 10 to 15 miles south of where we are right now. Now, yeah, about 10 miles south of where we're at.
Well,
a good healthy 8-hour hike. Yeah, we're basically just a little bit north of there. Let me get my ping here again.
So
we're right about here.
Well, it's evening.
We're right about at the front of this dash. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Does your
Well, as Anya just pointed out, it is already evening.
Yeah, we can always go check out the thing that's closest tonight. Maybe take the bait cow, see if anything happens, but also maybe kind of keep an eye on maybe keep someone over here to keep an eye on the cows, make sure no gnolls show up, and to signal everyone else if any gnolls show up tonight. And since the lake is about a hike tomorrow, or we can head out towards the lake tomorrow to hunt down the gnolls.
Do one of these two plans and then the lake.
Yeah.
After here.
Yeah.
I believe they're diurnal. Exactly. Okay, I'm going to do a history check to see if I remember if I'm right about diurnal. That's not going to help at all.
Okay.
I mean, I've never seen a wasp at night.
Doesn't mean they're not there. You just hadn't seen one.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen the regular sized wasps only during the day, but if we're talking about a different species or variation, they could be nocturnal for all we know.
What time of year is it?
Early May. We are technically May 2nd if we're watching calendars.
What I find really strange about these wasps / parasites is they're happening, but only in this one spot. The farmer we passed before that and all the other ones that we passed on the way here asking questions, none of them even mentioned, only one had possibly seen one of these things. Why are they only in this one spot? Like, that's why I find. So, if perchance they are like normal wasps and they sleep more in the evening, wouldn't looking for the hive be smarter in the evening because they would be asleep?
Mm-hmm. The elves in Suchek. Yeah.
I'm a human. But yeah. Wasp or knoll or two.
I mean, following a wasp back to the hive would probably be a good idea in the morning. I could too. No, I have arrows that can be lit on fire.
So
the job done.
we hunt dogmen now.
Yeah, we're hunting dogs.
Well, are we guarding the cows for the night? Because it is a trek into the lake. So do we want to go 15 miles tonight?
We're staying here.
Yeah. Guarding.
Yes, the
Oh, we didn't
concern
ask
has
about
been
the
expressed.
soldiers.
This is true, but yeah, the concern. Pruitt's already expressed concern that they've had signs of the gnolls poking around, and that was his big thing: leave the cows out in the upper fields where the wasps were going to eat them, or bring them in here to draw the gnolls closer to home.
What
So,
cow are you tonight?
We
but
didn't
go ahead. Sorry.
ask about the soldiers, but they didn't also bring up the huh. Interesting. Okay.
We're going up near the farmhouse.
We are at the
Yeah,
farm.
you guys can move around. Feel free to move yourselves on the map
Oh, okay.
wherever you guys want to. I think I have to
Yeah, I
approve them,
definitely
don't
want
I?
to go
But,
in.
yeah.
What are you
Where's
talking
the-
about? We're staying in this corner. This is the best corner of the damn
It's the
map.
best corner of the whole
Alrighty.
worldwide map,
It's the
man.
best.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're going over
It's
here.
the
We're
safe
being
corner.
crazy.
The safe corner.
Oh, goodness.
But yeah, the farm complex itself consists of a few small garden-like rows of crops that have been recently planted in the spring. We have a small bathhouse kind of up to the north, as well as a, just a work shed, a cart pulled into it, a larger barn. The barn is 30 foot, kind of a very shallow roof, 20 foot each side of it, shallow roof. Each square is 5 foot. The house itself is a cobblestone house, single story. It's got the 4-point peak roof. You know what I'm saying, right? It's kind of a pyramid-like roof, low slung thatch roof on the top of it. Do not have Fog of War enabled. I'm not quite that advanced with the FG stuff, but we'll get there eventually. Someone gonna go use the potty? Go right ahead, man.
I found the bathhouse.
Yes, the
And-
bathhouse,
and-
outhouse.
And Mrs. Pruitt.
Oh, goodness! I did not know we had guests. I'm kidding.
Heading in the direction of where the cows are right now.
Would be
Around-
north.
From where I am right now in the middle, like right above. Okay.
Yeah, see the path that I just pinged up here.
Yes.
That would lead up to the lower pasture.
Okay.
And again, that's roughly 100 feet, 20 squares off of the map to the north where they are. You can see
Okay.
them. You can see the pasture. You can see the cows, but they're off map for this point.
Just kind of around it. What is it like? Just a very big? Is it open up around it, or is there trees kind of touching the base on either side?
Split rail fence on the south side, low hedge, well, kind of pretty thick but low hedge on the right side, on the east side of the field. The north side is just kind of a low cobble marking wall, and the left side is another split. So your south and your west are split rail fences, keeping the pasture. North is a cobble, and the east side, east side is... East side, my brain shut up for a second, is kind of a thick henge type of a thing, like a hedge row.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Suchek.
That dude, there is a
point at the
bathroom.
cows.
She won't zoom in on it, but yes, to the right of the bathtub is a privy.
I look at Suchek and I point at the cows.
I need to turn off
Do
ping,
not
sorry.
eat. Do not eat.
They came to hunt dogmen. Dogmen will eat.
Dogman, you
Okay. Yeah, he just kind of explains right now it's him and his wife and one of the field hands that are here. Times have been kind of rough. Obviously, during the winter, there's not a whole hell of a lot of growing going on, and with the dwindling cow herd, they just really hadn't been able to do anything other than occasionally hiring one of the neighbor couple of the neighbor kids down the way a few miles if they need extra hands. But yeah, right now it's just going to be Lucas and his wife. Let me get down to my proper part here. Lucas, Morella, and a dude named Holman, which is their stable hand. I mean, we got extra beds in the house. A couple of y'all can bunk up in the house, but you're free to kind of stay wherever you'd like. And if you want to stay in the barn, in the yard, whatever. Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, maybe a few more folk moving around, a couple fires going on, make it look like there's more things here. Might keep them hyena faces away from us. Yep. Well, yep. I'm gonna go ahead and check in with the missus. Let them know we got some guests and get some extra grub going on. We ain't got much. Got a lot of beef, but well, you guys are welcome to welcome to anything we got. We'll get some dinner going for you. Got a nice bottle of dwarven whiskey. Happy to pass that around as the night gets a little bit cooler if you guys need a nip. But I got to thank you. Did y'all just stumble by us out here? I mean, you seem pretty well informed showing up. The guards send you out? It's about time. Damn. I asked for help. I asked for help a while back. Well, it's good to finally see someone coming out this way. Okay, so yeah, it looks like Suchek and Pergolor and Anya are kind of on the northern side of the property, looking up the slight rise that leads to the lower pasture, or at least that's as they refer to it. Mainly, the lower pasture is kind of lower at the crest of the hill, as he's telling you. At the top of the hill, it kind of slopes back down towards the creek. And even though we call it the upper pasture, the higher pasture, it's the bigger one, but it's closer to the creek. Remember, he was describing there's a lot better feeding there. They have access to water. It's kind of a nice place to let your animals roam if they ain't getting eaten by fucking giganto bugs, I guess. Hell, losing one every couple of weeks to the odd owl bear or raider or whatever. Not a big deal. Losing 6 that quick and knowing it's worse, that's bad.
let's say we make a small fire and we'll just put Tobrin out here like he's the cow herd. And we'll be close by.
You want to put the smallest one? I was gonna say you want to put the smallest one out.
Yeah,
as
while
bait
Toberin's
with the
I
cows.
didn't. He's like, move me, please, so
healer.
I can hear them talk about it. I would
you wanna
say
put
yeah, no, but he didn't approve me.
Come on. I looked at him and I just kind of like, you want to put the healer, the halfling, out as bait with the cows.
He would be more enticing. Smaller and weak.
You're okay. If you now try to think like a dog man. If you were a knoll and you saw that somebody was watching the herd, would
We're
you
not
be
using
more
Tobrin as bait.
inclined? Would you be more? We're not using him as bait. The cows are bait. Would you be more inclined to attack the herd that's being watched by a halfling, or a herd that's being watched by Suchek?
Or how about we hide off to the side in a herd that's not being watched at all, and we ambush them?
We could do that too. I mean, if you want to go that
Take all the fun out of it, but yeah, that'll work.
I would like to not use the small one as bait with any sort of cow situation. He is our healer. He is the one that's going to be keeping us alive.
It's not like I'm saying let's truss him up and hang him from a tree. Cover him
Yes,
and catch
You
him.
come into the conversation right about now.
But think about this. I'm just in my back. He's to me, and I'm just like, just think.
It would be better if he was
If
tied.
they're attacking the cows and he's by the cows, who do you think they're going to attack first right after that?
They're not
So
going to get a
bait.
chance to even get to the cows.
I like Suchek's idea.
You know. Oh, no.
Can you move like
my
a cow,
friend.
Suchek?
Yes.
I'm gonna look
He's
at
just going to blend in.
Tober. Would you like to stand out by the cows and be bait by yourself, which I won't allow happen because you're our. Why
All I
would we
said was we start a fire, have you sit in the firelight. The rest of us sit outside the firelight.
You are weaker than cow. You are weaker than cow. I am not weak like cow. Dogman will go after you.
Like I said, it's not like we're trussing you up, hanging you from a tree, and covering you in ketchup. Yeah. It's just a cow herd out there with his herd.
That's
Little
definitely
micro shepherd out there.
Thanks, Dogman will fall for it.
That's a big cow, dude. I don't know about that, man. I'm still, I mean, about 5 at the shoulder, I guess. Yeah. I mean, it's 7 foot at the, I wouldn't even want to try to eat that cow. I would have been so intimidated by its size. I'd be like, that didn't come off that 7 foot tall cow, did it? Because I don't want to fucking try to eat that porterhouse, man.
This is Shorty and Longhorns.
It's a scary fucking cow, 7 foot at the shoulder. What the hell? No, sir.
The Guinness Book of World Records has listed the tallest cow at 6'4".
But this is D&D, and there's minotaurs, so we can have 7 foot tall cows.
Fair.
I'm just saying, you got
a Rothe and a rock.
Titty bitches with horse bottoms. Like anything's possible.
Yeah, but just y'all. These are just cows, y'all. Just regular ass, brown cows, and there's a black cow, and there's even an Oreo cow out there that they're awful proud of. Just regular old fucking Daisy the cow off of Bluebell ice cream cows, okay?
I bet you they either go for the Oreo flavored or ice cream flavored cow first.
Don't totally check that the brown ones
those are notorious for.
Okay, a Nightfell card has been played. So, Jim, the party gets to learn a fact. Now, it can be a fact about what they're dealing with right now, or it could just, if you don't want to tell them anything and they have to learn, you could tell something about you, or anything, or just a fun fact that you know.
Okay. Well, fun fact in regards to the current itineration of creature without spoiling too much. They've figured out a lot of the woos, as we're calling them right now. The one thing that is kind of differing from what they are thinking is the category of monster. We are no longer in beast territory, so we are not obligated to act as a normal animal. Does that count as a fact, seeing as that was the first fact that the card that ever been played on me? Is that passable?
I don't like the.
Yeah, that's good.
Anonymous.
Bonus right there.
No, Moon Yu is probably the only cow that would pass for a 7-foot cow.
Not normal. Okay, good. Noted. Cool.
It's already that Kung Pao already did it, that dude. But I'm sorry, I'm actually keeping up with chat a little bit tonight.
So the Aloysius card was played.
The what card?
An Aloysius card. It's an NPC. But this card basically, Jay-Blur's character is going to get a drink, and it has to take DC 14 Constitution save. Is what it's got to get.
So if he fails, he will be drunken, aka
to avoid,
poisoned?
Yes, the potency.
For how long? Is that up to me?
That's up to you.
Okay, well, we'll
you
go
can
ahead
make
and
it fun or you can make it suck.
Go ahead. I'm going to leave. I'm going to take myself out of the equation, and we'll go ahead and let him roll on a D6 to see how many hours he'll be drunk. Oh, frickin' Suchek. A strange little sparkling is off into the bushes off to the side. He hears a little tee-hee-hee-hee and a little bit of ruffling off. Kind of looks at you guys. No one seems to even notice it or be aware of the situation, almost as if time seems frozen for a moment. And Suchek steps off towards the large tree to the west of him, just about 20 feet away, sitting kind of propped on just a little bit of a short stump. There is just this strange little wooden cup with a dark liquid in it, and for some reason he can't help it, and he's forced to drink. But despite the burn, despite the clearing of the oversized reptilian nostrils, the tail begins to twitch. You start feeling warm, but tasted good, but not enough. Bring it on. Bring another one on. Hopefully that. I'm sorry, guys, audience. I'm not you. This is my first run with the cards, so. I'm learning as we go.
Yep, and as normally stated, just so it's clearly put, we run 5e with the theory that if you die in 5e, it's your fucking fault, because it's fucking 5e. It's pretty hard to actually die. Actually.
Yeah.
The cards do actually make it easier to die.
You got to be malicious and full of cheat as a DM to kill a party.
No, you just need the cards. They'll do it for
you. The cards help. I'm having fun.
The cards will either nerf your fight or
cards will tell.
Kill the party.
Okay, damn, y'all are dropping these cards, yo, and I'm here for it. Learning night, second session on Sparkle Mandy's stream, and we're getting the audience involved in this game. Hell yeah! Holy shit! So we've got a time panty and a crap. Oh, jeez.
Okay, so the Diamond PD card, she's fairy, so she does the party will get lost. Well, they're not going anywhere, so good job with that.
Well, they're so just for some rules clarification on that card. Does that mean that if they were traveling right now, they get lost, but if they're not traveling, it doesn't matter? Or do I have to remember that? Or excuse me, not have to. No, do I have to remember that for later when they start traveling again and go, oh shucks, y'all got lost?
It's not a huge have to necessarily. It's more.
But
of
I
just
get
like,
to. I can. Okay,
you
cool.
can.
No.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Some cards they just don't work, and then we can always credit them back. So that's always a thing. Card King, the Delta Crab has been played on you, and so Jim, you get to go into his inventory. That's Jazzy, in case you didn't know the Card King, and he loses 50 gold value, or just something good, basically. Your choice. Things have lost armor, weapons, all kinds of stuff.
You know what?
It's hard on a spellcaster.
I thought that would be better. I thought he was going to get.
I don't have armor.
I'm gonna just take his. No I'd have to go by level value for the spells, and that way exceeds 50 gold pieces, so I couldn't touch a spell book. Hell, the book on its own is worth 25 gold pieces, so yeah, I wouldn't be able to touch that. All right, just so we can keep things moving along, I'll go ahead and yank your longsword. So could I just pull that and drag it off of his sheet? Okay. More of those cards, please. Straight up. Okay, so yes, the longsword has been
Donkey
removed
almost took us out.
from
I
Ryland's
thought that was gonna be a
inventory.
good thing for him.
Roughly as he sees Suchek stand up with a big kind of seem to be clearing his lungs for some reason. You look over and what the hell's going on? You feel a slight tug. You look down. Your longsword's gone. Just
With a little
out of
crap.
nowhere. Yeah, exactly. And Anya's like, looking out towards, well, if we put the torch if we stake the halfling to that point right there and put the fire behind him, it'll silhouette the form of the halfling running around the stake like he's caught. So you don't necessarily see anything going on here. Do I have any more cards I need to pay attention to?
Yes, Lenny has played on Jazzy, and he just sits on you, and he will last for a minute in combat, or an hour outside of combat. Lenny is just an adorable lizard. He does nothing but just be adorable. I mean, he could be highly distracting for something that wanted to eat a lizard, but that's about it.
So as you're feeling around trying to figure out, did you put your sword on the? Did I even take? You feel a little kind of a rough patch of almost a sandpaper-like textures. You're digging through, and you feel a little lizard kind of spin around on your hand.
Oh,
So Anya has favored you.
No,
We can't see him.
you cannot see him.
Okay.
So I would say
just
at this
look-
point, Anya, you're starting to really get a little bit concerned as Suchek, who's been very stoic and reserved and absolutely matter of fact about things, just blindly turns away, walks over to the tree stump by the bush, bends over, stands up, kind of, you see his tail shake a little bit, and kind of, and comes back, and there's just a little bit. It's weird to see a lizard folk smile. Because,
Yeah.
there ain't the upward, there's his teeth, right?
Yeah.
So he's kind of got that,
It's a little bit menacing, a little bit like,
kind
are you
of,
happy?
kind
Are
of
you
that,
mad?
yeah. After, how we all kind of, after that heavy, stiff drink, so he's kind of hissing a little bit, almost sounding like. At the same time, you notice Ryland kind of spinning in a circle, searching himself, and then all of a sudden stops and, well, hello, little guy, as he looks at his hand.
I just kind of like stop what I'm doing. I was like looking, kind of like scouting for a spot for us to sit, and I turn around and I go, what is everyone okay? Did you guys' drinks get I'm just gonna
Very
keep looking
strange
for a
fire.
camping spot, and I'm gonna turn and I'll kind of go towards one. I'll look for or look at Tobrin. I don't know what's going on with them, but I mean, if you're all right with being out here, we can scope out a spot right now for easy view, close by, kind of hidden. Keep an eye on you. Mhm. Okay.
Did you remember to
Yeah.
ask him
And
about the cards?
I was going to let them catch me up, but really, Suchek, you kind of, in addition to everything else, it hits you first. The smell of beef being ruined as cooking steaks, kind of the odor that fills the plume of smoke rising out, and it gently hits the rest of you. Char grilled steaks, just the smell of it kind of makes everyone's stomachs go, oh, okay. Do we have more cards here?
Yes,
I-
you have the
oh.
Bellatrix card, and being around her, you're under a curse, and you can only ask questions. When she's summoned, she lasts for 1 minute in combat or 1 hour out of combat. This is Lex's favorite, that's why it's on her, and she only gets to speak in questions, so she will have hard times. But we'll learn.
Me?
We'll get better.
So this lasts for the next hour out of combat,
Yes.
but if we get
in-game.
into a fight, it ends in a minute.
Basically, you try if you go into combat, you just kind of, okay, it'll be like 2 rounds. Yeah.
I don't even remember what I was about to say.
You better put that inflection at the end of that. What was I gonna say?
Do I remember?
Is that what happens when they don't do it right? Is they actually have to take damages?
That's what Cloud does to me.
It's up to you how you want to respect the cards, Jim. This is a fun part. It's fun
well, here's
for
the thing.
everybody.
The spectators, our crowd is getting involved in the game and getting engaged in things, and I want to honor that. I want to honor their contributions and points, and certainly them enjoying what we're doing with the game. So, blood is being chanted. Blood for the blood god. Respect the card. We're gonna go. We're still low level, so we're gonna go with a warning and then a D4. Okay. With that being your warning.
Gabriella, also a little spider will pop up on Mac's shoulder, and she loves puns and jokes. Oh, it's him. You tell him a good one, and he'll pay you 5 gold. So you got to give us a joke or a pun.
I have to tell Gabriella? Okay.
Yeah. This is normally how we harass Gummy. You get it today.
I get it today. That's awesome.
You hear a little whisper from your shoulder. It's just a
Huh?
little black,
Yeah, I
little
know.
black circle, a couple little eyes on it, 8 little legs that look like fucking quarter notes attached to it. Tell me a joke. Tell me a story.
Okay,
Tell me a story.
a blind man, a leper, and a deaf man walk into a bar. The blind man at least had an excuse.
The dadness in me supports that. That's Gabriella's play, isn't it?
Respect that. That's 5 gold to you, sir. GG's.
Thank you.
GG's. It's a good
I need
card.
to add that, correct? Do I add the gold or can you add the gold? Add the gold to your own inventory, sir. Well played.
Yep, it's self-serving gold.
We'll
As
take
I'm-
that one. We'll take that one.
Walking off looking for a spot. I'm like, what is going on? Who are you? Did you do this? As I look at the snake that's now curled up in my hand, as I'm kind of looking for a spot for us to camp out.
Rules, card rules clarification. Same thing for the snake. As far as can everyone see it, or can only Lexi see it?
Up
I
to
think
you.
it's only I can
That's
see it.
DM
It's one of the
discretion.
animals.
Yeah,
If
we're gonna
you
make
want-
you suffer the same way as we did Jazzy. Only you can see the snake.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Anya, I guess catching wind of whatever strangeness has affected the group.
I'm just now walking around with my hand out like this, like kind of just like scoping out around the cows.
So yeah, go ahead and just move yourself off to the edge of the map there, or I can do it, can't I? Can't
I
I?
can move myself. I was gonna look
Oh,
for...
I could if I wasn't on ping. Just
I was
assuming that you've now left map, you're starting to wander towards the lower pasture,
kind
right?
of, yeah,
Okay.
just kind of like in like around it. Like I want to look for possibly like a spot that's like off to the side that has maybe like a tiny bit of cover that we can kind of sit by, but that still has like a clear view of the pasture, if that makes like.
So you have a couple choices to match that. Either honestly the small grove of trees that's on the map here, because remember the pasture's visible from where we're at.
Okay.
You can see the whole perimeter of it. To keep yourself in cover, you'd either set up here or you would set up along the hedgerow on the east side of the field.
Okay. All right, and then once I do that, I'll kind of like loop back towards like the group. Just do like
Okay.
a quick little scan.
So, Anya kind of goes and starts scoping out the rest of the territory. What are you doing, Rylan? You've been awful quiet. Dang it.
I've kind of just been inspecting the lizard, and I found him a nice little place to hang out on my staff.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of watching what everybody else is doing and noting down how they act and how they're interacting. And I found that my elf friend Pergolor is willing to offer up the halfling, so I'll keep that as notes. So not not too keen to keep his friends safe, but that's okay.
Well, I don't know if that plan is actually in the cards tonight.
It was proposed, so I wrote it down as okay. Watch out for this one.
So I still owe a get lost card.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
I'm going to take this test seriously. I'm kind of enjoying it.
yeah, then we also had a Hector card played on Cloud, and so Hector is he's like a fat toad, because all the cards.
Hello,
that
my
you have
baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal.
But he is wearing a top hat, and he will spend the next minute in combat or hour out of combat telling you how much he loves top hats and how he thinks everybody else would benefit by wearing a top hat. That all of the benefits really of top hats. He's pretty pushy about it.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not. Everything's better with top hat. I mean,
You know you'd be taller with a top hat. Depending on the top hat. A little bit taller to a lot taller to a whole lot taller. Furthermore, it gives you at least gives you an air of sophistication. Now, y'all gonna actually listen to me role play me telling him about hats for an hour? I hope not. I will cut back in and here and there in the next hour, reminding him about how cool top hats are, but I'm not going to put the rest of our players in spectator mode, despite how entertaining and annoying it would be to do this to Cloud. Top hat, top hat, top hat, top hat, top hat. And the rest of you guys just hear, bruh, bruh, bruh.
But do we see the frog? Do we just hear ribbiting?
You just hear ribbiting. Not sure for where or what.
Interesting.
This is normal.
Because his
We're in the
lizard
country.
doesn't talk, your snake doesn't talk, but his does. So I'm gonna say, yeah, you hear this ribbit, but I would assume that at this point it looks like Tobrin's just really straight faced trying to ignore this shit.
I just kind of let the snake kind of curl around my neck and just go, what is going on? And walk towards the trees. Weird.
So do you want to go ahead and set up back kind of on in this little grove of trees here? That's gonna give you the most cover house to your back. Field kind of spread out to either side and across to the front of you. You have pretty good visibility over the gentle slope of the pasture and the last remaining group of cows.
And this nice wooden border.
I'm sorry?
And the nice wooden border.
Yep. You've got the small stone fence on the northern part of it, split rail on the western and the southern, and then the big thick hedgerow type thing on the eastern that pretty dense. It's not going really high up in the air, 20, 25 foot, but thick and kind of like your Normandy hedgerows if you're familiar with those kind of things. Not quite as dense, but you ain't gonna take a Tiger tank or a Sherman with a bulldozer front to get through it. But certainly ought to cover.
Well, as I pass by, I turn to check in. You good at starting a fire?
Sorry, say that again?
I said, are you good at starting a fire? To Suchek as I passed by, walking to where I was eyeing a camp.
Yes, I can start fire.
I'll nod and kind of get at least my bedroll set up and start getting sticks.
I break one of the pieces of the fence.
Okay, you guys don't want your monk to die out of combat because you're torturing them with their curse. By the way, speaking of curses, another really good thing about the top hat is it gives you a look of elegance while keeping your shoulders dry as the rain's coming down, keeps them from going down your neck holes on your shirts. Oh, absolutely. They're a wonderful sign of status as well. And you can put shit in them. Have you ever heard of a rabbit in a hat? Have you ever heard of that trick? You know what kind of hat they use? It's a top hat. You cannot be a magician without a top hat. Top hats are actually required for base level magic use before they progress to other stuff, man. You need to get a top hat.
Unless you have a wizard's cap,
Well, you didn't start with that. They started with the top hat. Wait, you're not here. You're not in this conversation. Shut up. Get out of this conversation.
There have been suggestions now to kiss the frog, licking the frog. maybe it has hallucinogenic properties. Kissing, he has a fancy hat, could be a prince. So, you know.
I'm pretty sure that there is hallucinogenic properties in that frog.
It
is in the cards.
I have not seen it played on the cards, so y'all play the card, I'll make them do it. Give me an animal handling check real quick.
Got a close eye on them. If
With
I
an
see
anger
him
to
walking
herd,
over there.
stampede.
Okay, so Tobrin starts, Tobrin starts moving into to the crowd of cows, and there's a little bit of mooing as every time first couple he starts approaching, he immediately goes for the Oreo cow, because who wouldn't, right? Oh, you're such a cute little cow, and it just kind of not necessarily moves away at pace, but every single time you start getting to the cow, they do that, turn away and walk away and swish their tail at you and leave a patty. And, this happens 4 or 5 times. Not necessarily frightened of you, but they don't seem interested in interacting with you. But they do seem like as soon as you approach them, if they're not familiar with them, they are going to move, whatever that means to you.
Wouldn't 4 or 5 cow patties pretty much cover him?
Yeah. Hey, man, we're still early in the campaign. He's not having to do dex saves. We're okay, brother. It's okay.
Another card was played. A random cow. I'm going to say that it's Oreo cow. It happened to have run a Legless Gnome 5K to support the Legless Gnomes because they need prosthetics. And so it's going to take 1d4 of damage.
Who the cow is?
The cow. Yeah, the Oreo one. Because 5K.
Okay, I know, but cows ain't got a lot of hit points.
I didn't do it for this. I'm just here.
Wow. Okay, hold on a second.
Well, maybe. Now I feel bad that I picked the cute cow. Damn it.
Who picked the Oreo cow?
I said Oreo cow because it was the one I like Oreo cows, but now
because
me liking it, I've murdered it.
You could have used the chocolate cow, or even the strawberry cow. Nobody likes strawberry milk.
So the Oreo cow is going to take a 3-pointer. As it moves away from you, it seems to stumble, falls over, it kind of catches its front hoof, and gets up after taking a light wound from its own haste to escape you. We're still blaming this on Cloud. You feel guilty as you approach the cow, and it ran off and hurt itself. 3 hit points. It currently has, we'll say, it's lightly wounded. And this is a good learning point for my table as well. I believe a corporeal creature, and Fantasy Grounds does the same thing. You don't know how many hit points he has, but you can tell when something's all jacked up. So I typically describe stuff slightly, lightly, moderately, seriously, critically. That way, I encourage players to, use tactics, focus fire, but you can't expect them to focus fire if they're not sure who's hurt, right? So I will. So yes, our cow is lightly hurt.
Tobrin, we're supposed to be protecting the cows.
You're gonna cast Healing Word on the cow? All right, give me. We get pre-fajita going on here. All right, go ahead. Okay, let's see what we got. You healed the damage that it inflicted in a panic, and it kind of stills itself a little bit as it looks towards you and.
Anya,
it doesn't move. It just seems
the cows. He just has to sit here and watch them.
Now you.
What'd you say, sir?
I'll look at Anya and say, "You want to go tell him that he doesn't actually have to herd the cows. He just has to sit here and watch them."
Well, he casted a spell at that one, so I don't really quite know what's going on.
It's the first Wagyu cow.
A top hat. That black cow would look outstanding with a top hat, and you with a top hat next to it. And you can just take a little string and kind of prop it behind the ears and tie it to the horns. Or you could, if you got a wide enough brim, if you got a narrow enough brim, you wouldn't even have to worry about the horns. But if you wanted to look really cool, you get a wide brim top hat, and the horns would kind of poke out, and you get some custom holes in it. And you guys are hearing. Brr, brr. Was Lex talking in character?
She was. She was.
Yes, she was.
I just rolled a d4.
Okay, you took a 2-pointer then. Do I apply that or do you apply that? I'll trust you to do it. I appreciate you guys doing what you can. We'll put it there. So let's go ahead and take our second break. As night is falling, the group has had a whole ton of weirdness strike them in the last few minutes. Talking frogs, snakes without questions. Ironic, the lizard folk, our lizard man taking a shot of the strong stuff and one better for it. And the wizard seems to be absolutely fascinated with the top of his staff. He hasn't done anything but walked and looked and, oh, this is a cute little staff. I love it. It's like maybe this fucking whole farm is just cursed. You start looking around for mists and a castle up on a hill, and you shake and shudder and come out of it and go, okay, we'll be okay.
Oh god, oh god, no.
Shadows of Barovia, man.
This is my friend Gabrielle. She wants to be a web designer.
I've got oh shit. I've got people requesting more of it. I might have to run another frickin' itineration up there at the shop for it. But anyway, I think we're going to take a break for a moment, let some of the craziness clear in the air, let Mandy kind of get caught up and clean up any of the faux pas I made during that whole card spree there. But thanks for hanging out, guys, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes.